update all.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nerd Tactics. We're hanging out. We just got a hat raid up. For all those who joined us earlier and got to enjoy some Portal action, thank you for joining us. And I think that was just literally the people who are in voice chat with me right this second. But, you know, we are glad to have you back. So we just had hat launch. I'm gonna pick up my my rewards. Tonight's not water, it's grape juice.
I'm having bee juice.
Bee juice. I like bee juice. Unless you're talking about a person named B, and then that's just weird.
No. Starts with an M, ends with a D, and there's an E and an A.
Oh. Wow.
Delicious.
Delicious. So everybody joining me tonight are both Protag and Zeritul. We've all been hanging out in chat for the last little bit, and
you forgot that Nappa's here.
Oh, Nappa? Oh, hold on. I have Protag, Nappa, and Zeritul. Who did I say? Did I say Whiskey?
No, you forgot Nappa.
I never can forget Nappa. He's my favorite person in the whole world right now.
I love you, Antag!
So Nappa got promoted to Nerd Tactics community admin, I think is what I decided to call you. Really?
Sure, that worked.
Really, your actual title is Super Nerd. But
Yep.
you're kind of the community admin slash helping me with Discord as it gets crazy. Oh.
I live to serve.
Another good video game reference tonight. Wow, you're on a roll.
On fire.
Okay, we're gonna have another nerd question for Protag. Protag, what video game is that from?
I actually do not know.
That's from Gauntlet Legends.
Gauntlet.
The On Fire though is from
That's just
Blitz. No. It's from not from Blitz. It's from a football game.
No, you're talking about NBA Jam.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
You are. My barber still has a cabinet.
Dude, how freaking awesome is that we all just got all those references?
It's amazing.
Oh, so I'm running my Xylo right now because Xylo is so much fun. I failed my first runaway, so I took all the speed, like the super fast speed mods off of my Xylo, and I regret it all the time. But I needed them for a different team. My CLS needed them.
Yeah, well, he does much more than Xylo does.
Well, not yet. He doesn't.
I'm still struggling. I can't get Cody up above 180 speed no matter how hard I try. I just don't have.
Oh, my Xylo literally just died on my first run.
Wah, wah.
This is why most people use airplane mode, but Antag decides to run everything just winging it. Here, these guys don't even have mods. We're just gonna go in and throw some of my theme squads in just for a little bit of damage.
Danger.
Well, when you reach phase 2,
yeah,
run the Zader team for me and do a breakdown on mods while you're running it.
Yep. My Zader team is awful. I am not a good Zader. I'll run it. I don't have the Zidius though. So what I'll do is I'll do a breakdown for you. I'll break it down, and I'm gonna give kind of a hint or tease to the video that I want to make.
I know you want Phasma like over 232 to be able to get the speed off first.
Yeah, well, I don't have that for sure.
Mine's nowhere close. Mine's like 190.
So
yeah, I don't.
Let me just give a couple quick breakdowns. So I've been thinking about mods a lot, and I don't think about mods and stuff the way most people do. I don't think about anything in a game the way most people do. So everything you do is for a goal, right? Like I do this to have more damage. I do this to. So, you know, we talk about modding and modding for top damage. I have been more of a proponent of modding for general use, unless you have a very specific purpose. Does that make sense?
Right.
So if you have a very specific team, and then there's walkthroughs on why those characters have to should be what they are. But I have to tell you that when it comes to modding, there's a couple things you want to talk about. First of all, is there a ability that is non-basic that you want to get off on a regular basis? Okay, how fast, how regular do you want it, and what's the cooldown on it? So that's the first thing you want to take into consideration. Is there an ability that's going to increase damage or increase survivability by so much that requires me to do something at a certain speed? So that's how you determine if you want to do speed mods. Because obviously the faster a character is, the better. Obviously there's a couple thought processes behind this that say, we want this character to be X speed, whatever that speed is. But at the end of the day, you really want the characters as fast as possible. What I always suggest is you pick 2 attributes that you want to max out on a character. Because if what you tell me is, hey, I just need speed mods, I'm like, well, speed in what? You're not going to maximize that character unless you have the second idea of what you need. So, do I need speed in offense? Do I need speed in critical damage? Do I need speed in critical chance? Because this character's critical chance is in the 15 range.
And the odds of getting those high-level mods want are so astronomical.
Oh, yeah. So then the next question is this. So let's take a quick thought process, and I'm going to make a really in-depth video about this, but if you do the math, okay, what is the stock? Does somebody know what the stock critical damage is? 150%, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if at 150% damage, you have to have a critical chance of what in order to make it worthwhile? Does anybody know?
Not off the top of my head.
Because it's not plus 100. It's 150% of damage, not plus 150% damage. Is that correct? Can somebody verify that?
I believe that is correct.
Okay. So you have to have a critical chance of around, I believe it's 50% critical chance in order to make putting critical damage mods in. It might be 33%. I'm actually going to have to sit down with a calculator if I'm going to figure that out for real. But you're talking about a very, very high critical chance, right? I mean, that may not be astronomical for like gear level 12, but especially at like gear level 7, that is truly an astronomical number. So as you build your team, you want to look at your team and say, okay, this critical damage mod is incredible and it gives me plus blank critical damage. But what you really have to look at the pluses and minuses behind critical damage, because critical damage, in my opinion, isn't like the end all be all. In fact, I'm working on a team right now that's going to be all offense. I don't even want to crit. I want my offense to be so high that critical damage is huge because it just is what it is.
Is that because the prevalence of Rex in arena teams for his leadership?
Definitely. That's definitely a big part of it. But the other part of it is the fact that, you've got Xeris in arena as well, who you don't want to crit. You also are getting characters that sometimes you want a character who does a big damage most of the time, and sometimes you want a character that does great damage all the time. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to build is a sturdy team, not a flashy team.
More for territory battles as opposed to one-off.
Yeah, so for really long missions, or for galactic war, something that heals itself, that's honest to goodness, all it's trying to do is damage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, well, I have a question about my Zid.
Okay.
He's modded up for potency right now, not fully.
Okay.
but I'm sitting at about 15,000 health. Then when you add the potency from the Zeta, that puts me at 105% potency. That's 105% increase max health.
Yes. Well,
Do
that
I stick with that for now, or should I remove about 20
I
to
would
30%?
definitely go to damage. No, I'm trying to find a pen.
He's at 2,500 damage right now and 40% crit.
Okay, so let's take a. Give me 1 second. Let me grab. I mean, I might just steal one of my daughter's markers. Okay, let's look at damage for your character. So, what is the total offense of your character? Like I believe the call out in stats is like normal damage or something like that. I can't look at it right now. I'm in the middle of a run.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah,
it's
no
physical
problem.
damage.
Physical damage, yeah. What is that number? I'm trying to see if I can find an already built one instead of doing the math myself. Damn it. Huh, I don't see it. Well, as soon as you get that number, I need that number, I need your critical chance, and I need your critical damage multiplier.
Alright, I am at 23 physical damage at 40.44% crit and 199 speed.
Okay, I need your this is your crit. I need your crit damage.
My crit damage is at 150. It hasn't been bumped up.
Okay, 150. Okay, so if you look at your character, right? So you can do this math for, I mean, there's some other things like special damage and things like that, but if we just break it down and we just look at the basics, right? So your character, if it was to hit and not crit, so 59.56% of the time, your character is going to hit for 2,423 plus or minus about 50. Well, maybe plus or minus 100 or so, but like that's its base, right? So if you roll a d20, you're going to be plus or minus a little bit, right? But we can assume that that's the average numbers at 2,423. And then you're going to crit damage. So if you crit 40% of the time, right? So if we say 59.56% of the time you're hitting for 2,423, and the other 40.44% of the time you're hitting for that plus 50. Let me grab a calculator out real fast. I'm good at math, but I'm not that good. Calculator. So we're looking.
Can't do 6-digit multiplication in your head? Come on.
No, it's not 6-digit. It's times 1.5, but that's okay. So the rest of the time, your character hits for 3,634 damage, 0.5. Are you following so far with what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay, so if we were to take those numbers, right, and you were to add them together, if I remember correctly, this is how this works. So if we do that number plus 24, oh no, it's 36. So we're gonna call it 3634, right? And we're gonna multiply that by 0.4044. Okay. That number didn't work out. Hold on. 3634 times 0.4044. Enter. Yes. So that's 1,469.5. 9. Okay, and if we take the numbers, I'm sure that everybody's totally lost with what I'm doing right now, but 2423 times 0.5956 equals 1443.13. So what you're trying to do is increase your overall damage, right? So if you took this number that I just made up in my head, which is 2,886, which is your average damage per strike. Is everybody following so far?
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to make sure because this is a little bit of a lot of numbers without any images. Okay, so if what you're trying to do is take that number I just gave you, which is your average damage. So you take it, you multiply it by the chance that you're going to hit for that value, and then you react to it. So you say, okay, well, now we're going to go change something. So let's say you go and you put stats in. That was a terrible move, by the way. Sorry, that was my let's say you're going to go and you're going to increase crit damage or increase offense. Knowing that every character has a 15% chance to miss or to dodge or to do whatever to avoid your what's the word I'm looking for? Avoid your touch, your
Attack.
Yeah, just damage avoidance.
yeah, your dot, your damage over time effect. That having above an 85% potency is going to have degrading effects. So if you think about this, like back in the old days, there used to be a cap in World of Warcraft for the amount of damage, like the amount of not potency, because crit was the one that it was in WoW. Yeah, the amount of crit that you could do.
Crit hit.
And what you need to do is sort of, we know that max in this game is 85% for potency. So what we need to do is drop that down to 85%, in my opinion. I mean, you may find that you get better with a little bit more, and your health will be up, so that'll help because of the character you're talking about. But what I would do is I would drop your character to...
Yeah, that's the big question. Will the damage offset be better than the survivability from the health?
Well,
Because he's not there to do damage. Vader
of course.
And Fed.
But if his dots do more damage, that's not bad. His dot damage does increase. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay, well, whenever you clear it, it just reapplies the effects again with his same dot damage. You're still going to be doing more damage if your character has a higher offense. In fact, that might be a good reason to just put offense into him, because I don't know if crit multipliers work when it comes to dots.
Wait, does dot is dots based on max HP of the target?
It's not based on max HP of the target. It's based off of a number.
If it has a percentage effect like that, it'll state it specifically.
And it's also scaled. That doesn't work on like
Okay.
raid bosses and stuff. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's definitely not part of raid bosses because they've made it very clear that it's
Otherwise, you'd have people using Xylus.
frick, you'd use Rex.
Well, did Nihilus to insta-give the boss.
Oh yeah. So they've definitely nerfed it down when it comes to
What does happen when he attacks without on a raid
He
boss?
does 99,999. Not affected by armor, so it's basically flat 100k.
Huh.
That related.
So what you're trying to I think on dots, I think what I would say is I would go just pure offense after that. I'd go 85% and then I would just do offense. Do you guys agree with that or no?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because if I understand the dot calculations, which obviously I have no actual hard data on, I would say that it's the offense of the shooter minus the... Dude, I did 17% of the raid of the phase 2.
With what team?
3.3 million. It was only 3.3. With Zodi.
Oh, you did 3.3 with Zodi? Man, I've been having bad Zodi runs lately.
Oh, dude, mine is like it. I've ever since I put the offense up on Leia, it's just been rocking. I have to say, I think that the offense up mods, the offense up, people focusing and stacking offense has become way under thought about.
You have access to offense mod.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, even just stacking offense on mods is something people don't do enough.
Yeah, my wigs for over.
Your wigs what?
Oh. Wigs team hit for over $1 million. We're doing a tier 6 pit. But against the bigs, which is a marked improvement from where they were.
Makes sense.
They were averaging about 600,000. Now they're averaging, which is good.
Let's see how we're doing here. We have 0 people. Oh, we have 11 people watching. I was gonna say 0 people watching. Holy crud. So, for all the people watching who are not subscribers, please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We love you guys for it. I'm getting ready for phase 3. We're going to be running 2 teams in phase 3 that are super awesome. The other thing is if you jump in our Discord, which I will link right now.
I got it.
I'm faster. If you jump in our Discord, we've been doing some cool stuff. In my week off from raiding or from live streaming, I don't know that we even made it a whole week, did we?
No, not quite.
Not quite. I think we made it like 4 days. And the little bit that we didn't live stream, I went through. We made some T-shirt designs, also linked in chat. Check them out. We literally are just having fun. There's no stress, no big thing. We also started a Patreon, another no big deal. It's patreon.com/nerdtactics, which I'll also link. Eventually, like, I'll actually start pushing this, but honestly, we're just trying to share what we've been working on right now. So, yeah. What about you guys? What have you guys been working on since our last live stream? Since we have a minute.
4 stacks of armor shred on Morian Captain. Running Phoenix. Unfortunately, Sabine doesn't. I don't have her Omega for that ability yet. So
Oh, yeah.
She's not high enough level.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Man, I'm so ready for my next set of TB currency.
Yes, all of mine got some great gear. Leveled up Chirrut, leveled up Biggs.
Sweet.
Got Sabine up to 8. Just good gear.
Oh, I've been working really hard on some. Man, I need to get a gear level 12 just so people think I'm relevant. Yes, this is the stuff that goes through my head. It's 15% damage. Hold on, we can go here. I'm working on finishing my Omegas for Gar Saxon.
Oh, it's gonna be so sweet.
I know. I've got one more till I get his Zeta, so that'll be solid.
I'm looking forward to working on Saxon.
Nice.
I've literally put everything aside for him. I literally have said that, you know, I want all my rebels to be good, and I have a lot of rebels. Most of my rebels are good enough to do everything but the final tier, so I'm feeling pretty confident there. So a lot of it is just, you know, waiting at this point and getting the gear as I can get it.
Oh, hold on a second. I didn't know this happened.
What?
If you So the Gamorrean captain has his 2 bodyguards with him. If you armor shred the guards and kill them, when they pop back up, they still have the armor shred on.
That sounds like a bug.
That definitely does.
That does sound like a bug.
Like a big one.
Because it's not a buff, so it doesn't get removed when they die. Yeah, I bet that's a screw up.
I wonder if that would work on phase 3 with the droids.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Somebody try it. I'm sure that would already be known. If that was a bug, that would be a big one.
Who runs Phoenix Squad in a raid, period?
Oh, I mean, that's true.
Someone who doesn't have a better team for it.
They would break the game because all of a sudden it would be like, oh my god. Yeah, but honestly, the pigs are such a easy thing now.
Yeah, I mean, I took him from like 90% down to 50% just with my wigs.
Yeah. Yeah. With his one attack?
With my one go. With the
Oh.
Wedge lead, Biggs, Lando, Chirrut, Bays.
Sweet.
Bays still needs
Gar Saxon's halfway to level 9.
Really?
Yeah, I got a lot more gear to get there, but yeah.
All right. Hey, buddy, you're a go with Chirpatine.
Oh, thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
in here we run Chirpa first for the same reason that people run. But this time we're actually going to take out Han. Because we're going for a big number on phase 3.
Oh, okay. That's right. You gotta...
I gotta put in, not Kanan.
You could put in Kanan. How high is your Kanan?
My Kanan is not as high as my Shore Trooper, I don't think. If I can find it. I don't know.
And Shore Trooper self-heals. So.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Shore Trooper's a better choice. But my Shore
Kanan distributing protection is nice, but it's temporary only. Doesn't help.
Hey, with my squad, Kanan keeps Han alive just long enough for me to get all my zaps up and.
Yeah, and that works for you because you've been on your Phoenix squad for Toronto.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, and I'm like totally excited about the Thrawn event, but I'm like, yay, gear level 8.
I don't think that's enough though, because I was watching McMull's video and he had everyone was gear 9 except for Sabine and Ezra, who were gear 10. Or something like that, and he struggled with the 7-star portion of that.
Interesting.
So, I'll have to go back and watch it. I could be misquoting.
That's what I understand from Ruby as well. She's talked about needing to have Sabine to armor shred.
Thrawn,
yeah.
Well, I have Sabine now, and my Sabine I'm working on, but I'm just this Empire team. Don't get me wrong, if I don't get Thrawn, I mean, like, I would pay real excruciating amount of money to gear up my Phoenix to get Thrawn, if that's what it took. So, I am a fan of Thrawn, and he's going to work really well. I'm going to replace, I think, Magma with him, Eric.
Yeah, Thrawn Patine.
For that.
What we're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I support that switch. So
I'm glad.
It's a secret.
It's not a secret. It's all over the Discord channel. All people have to do is go log in and look. And honestly, I even brought it up in the meeting today. We had what's it called?
Sith Council meeting or guild meeting.
The guild meeting.
Can you pause for a minute and turn the volume down on the TV in the living room?
Yeah. In the living room? Yeah. Hey everybody, I'll be right back.
Oh, hey, I've got people to talk to when he does this. Yes! Yes. No idea how awkward it is when he does that and it's just me. I'm like, what am I supposed to say now?
I do know because I usually watch those. Oh, looks like we lost Zeritul. Oh well. So give me a status update. Where is your Phoenix team right now?
Oh, my Phoenix squad. Let's see. Okay, so I've had Ezra and Kanan at gear level 10 for a while now. Was super excited about them. I read Ezra and just thought he was one of the best characters to drop in a long time. It's going to be an offensive juggernaut. I still think he can be run correctly. And I've got Herod at gear level 8, so she's not dying on me every single encounter. And I'm 1 gear piece away from having Sabine to gear level 10, and I'm so excited for that damage bump.
Wow.
Zeb's still at 8, and everybody's all maxed out. The great thing about Phoenix Squad is it's Omegas only. You don't have to try to Zeta something to make them work. So I got everybody's abilities maxed out, and it works awesome. The only teams I have issue with are Empire teams. The tenacity is not quite there for Phoenix Squad, or maybe my guys.
And there's a lot of Empire that get bonus rebels.
Yes, that as well, because they're all rebels. So if I hit a Darth Vader, whatever the
hey
common
everybody,
ones
I'm back.
are, it depends on how they're geared, but a lot of times Palpatine will go, I'll get stunned, and I won't get another turn in Galactic War, and it'll be like, well, that was nice. But I'm enjoying them immensely, and I can't wait till I can get everybody to gear level 10 and start bringing them into raid. I think.
Talking about Phoenix?
Oh yeah, I think they've
Yeah.
got potential in raid. Phase 3 with everybody counterattacking all the time, the droids just won't be there ever. And Kanan can take the cannon, and you get protection back every time he takes a turn. I mean, there's no turn meter reduction, but I think there could definitely be a big damage output in Phase 3. And Phoenix Squad is something everybody can go get. They're
free to play. Your favorite words.
They are free to play. They're free to play from the get-go.
Yeah, I know. My alt account is running them almost exclusively.
Yes, and I actually started another alt account, so that's my third alt account, to try that. And I have game footage from level 1 to 20 where I stopped at, and I spent all my Cantina energy to unlock Hera.
Yeah.
She's on 2 stars. I've got her gear level 3 or whatever, and she is my most powerful character.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so much fun, that team to start off with.
Now, I have a question about that setup. So, running Phoenix team with Sabine Chopper in Phase 3 of the HAAT, does the Hera's second special, the one that puts a revive on,
Call to something?
Yeah, I don't remember, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes. Does the cannon prevent that revive?
I have no idea.
Because I've used that revive a couple of times, and I know it doesn't work with the Rancor at all. Whether it's just straight damage or if he does his consume ability or whatever. So I'm curious if it work with. Because if it does, and you can throw that up on Kanan, he eats the cannon shot. Even if he goes down, he pops right back up at 100% health. That would be insane.
And then gets shields the moment he has a turn, because you get shield from Zeb's unique, and then you protect yourself. And if you time it right, Zeb protects him again. And
if that ends up working, then you're only weak Hera, because she is relatively squishy.
And you can protect her. She doesn't have to go fast. You can stack her with health mods, and you know, she's only there to make everybody else work. She doesn't, you know, Stack her up with health, with protection. I mean, she does have her exposed, but it's just not that important.
Damn.
Okay, so Antag, tell us about this team running.
Okay, so this is a team we've been playing with for a while. I've done some pretty good and bad damage with it. I have to say it's been kind of all over the place so far, but that's possibly because we haven't really had the opportunity to make it work the way we want yet. But the idea of it is CLS lead, so you get counterattack on the main part of the. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Two things I don't do very well at the same time. Which is funny because I have a live stream. So basically, the idea of this unit is this: you are using CLS for counterattack. You're going to be rezzing your tanks over and over again. Now, I might have to restart this run because Jin took a lot of damage early. But the basic idea of this is that you are... Okay, so there's that. We need to see if we can get Jin some health back. So Jin is going to use her res next. And Jin's res is going to bring back Han. And she's also going to give Luke 100% turn meter every time. So the purpose behind that is that you get an extra turn with Luke. Han Solo comes back full because all of the droids are up. Now, in theory, if Jin doesn't die right now, we're going to put this on Han. He's got one turn, so hopefully this will work out. Otherwise, we're going to reset. Okay, boom. Han's up. So now the idea is to basically do as much damage to the main guy as you can. And the reason to put R2 in this unit is because R2 makes it so that the boss... See, now I gotta restart. By R2 putting stealth on everybody, it makes it so that the boss doesn't counterattack even when there's a tank up.
Okay.
Is that making sense so far?
Yes. You can, if you don't have R2, you can substitute R2 for with Chirrut.
Yes, for good heals.
For good heals. You can even substitute Ewok Elder.
Well, I mean, you're going to have R2 because you need R2.
You need R2 to get CLS.
Yes, but there's people out there that don't have R2 and CLS, so I'm trying to say you can run this.
Oh yes, you can totally run this without both of them. What I would do at that point is put in Jin is required for this. Is basically the only major requirement. Cancel that. The only major requirement for this is Jin and 2 rebel tanks. In fact, if I didn't have R2 or CLS, I would run it with Wedge and Biggs.
Yeah, that would... Well, because Wedge's leadership gives self-heal for all the rebels.
Correct. And so, okay, so here's a thing for you. If the rest of the droids are not up, you should not use this ability. The rebel counterattack is useless because the character is going to come back with too little health. So you're actually wanting him to bring back all the droids before you use that. Okay, always put the free attack there.
Now, one of the other possibilities, after you showed me some territory battles that I thought of well, is you could possibly run this with 2 res characters. Jin by herself is relatively fragile when she goes down.
That's true. You definitely could.
And specifically, the new Captain Han Solo, or Cholo, like to call it.
He would also be a good replacement character.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that's gonna sort of fill that gap, the great thing about this team is that it has a lot of capabilities, above and beyond what most but what most of these raid teams have. This is more of a raid concept that you can work and play with than it is a specific team that's required to do this. Oh man, that Han Solo not having his not being up yet is painful. But yes, so this is a very, very fast, very good, very efficient team. I recommend it to everybody who is Rebels, and especially with territory battles and light side characters being so strong right now. This is going to be a lot more viable for a lot of newer players than maybe a Chirpatine, where they're putting all their energy in for territory battles and don't have the energy or time to do another.
Much more
yeah.
Recruiting farm.
Oh, that wasn't the character I wanted. I get all distracted talking to everybody, and sometimes I mess up my runs.
That's what we're here for.
I know, just to keep me on my toes, right?
Yep.
We're gonna put that on the boss. So you don't really wanna try and do a lot of damage to the droids. They're gonna get damaged just by AOE. And they're required for the res, so it's kind of a catch-22 on them. You want them gone, but at the same time you want to hold them for as long as you can. Okay, I think this has been a good run.
So Jin at gear level 10 gets health steal.
I'm double checking to make sure right now.
At gear level 10, like it's
Yeah, gear level 10, no big deal, right?
Yeah, right? Out of every character I have, that's the one character I need at gear level 10.
She gets 5% health steal.
Okay.
Oh, no, that would actually be really good for what is what's currently being run.
Oh yeah, she needs a little bit of a health boost. Yeah. Mine is not. I'll be honest. This team I've been running it this week. I've been putting a lot of effort into my my Gar Saxon team. I feel like it's going to be the stronger team in the end. And so because of that, I've been kind of lax on my. I guess old Ben's going to be our first tank today. This run. So yeah, I don't even know what to say to tell you about how much better to make this team. I feel like CLS is a great lead for this because of the because of his giving everybody what's the word I'm looking for, guys? Come on.
Counterattack?
Yeah, counterattack.
Not only counterattack, he gives offense and defense up.
Yeah.
Additional offense and defense in addition to what R2 throws out.
Oh. So what are you guys working on for phase 3? I know you guys are just getting going, right?
Yeah,
Nappa?
I'm just getting to the point where I'm starting to build for the raids.
Okay.
I just finished getting all the shards I need for Bo. Still have to level gear, get him up to 7 stars. 6 right now. And I'm farming Jin.
Jin is just a good win, man. All day long, she's good.
Just a solid character all around.
And one that really didn't have a place until lately. I really feel like she was just completely overlooked until all of a sudden people were like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you can solo Rancor if you have Jin."
Yeah, so the team that I'm working on building right now, which I'm calling my initial Tebow Rancor, is going to be Tebow lead with Rex, Jin, 5s, and Ahsoka Fulcrum.
Do you have CLS?
No, I do not have CLS.
Oh, man.
I've got R2 at 5 stars, and I'm getting the other prerequisite for that. So I have to build an Empire to get R2.
Yeah.
Then I'll be ready for CLS.
Well, I mean, go Vader. So you go Zader first, because the Zader team will help you get a lot of those characters really fast.
Yeah, and it's between Vader and Kylo for who I want to put my first. I'm at 13 out of.
Well, I have to tell you that Kylo is really good for if you want to solo phase 1, but I feel like that's becoming saturated in a raid. So you're getting to a point now where basically the Xylos are being saturated. So phase 1 is done. Like you don't that us as laymen don't need to spend hours worrying about, hey, how do I get Xylo? You know what I mean?
Right, and I'm in addition to just wanting to have a Xylo, because that Zeta is fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean I use it in my raid team and everything. I mean it's not like I'm saying it's a bad character to choose.
The raid stuff is a bonus. I'm looking towards the future. Episode 8 comes out.
Okay.
We're gonna be getting a resistance and a sort of faction pass. Gonna be a whole bunch of new characters.
When is
a bunch
this?
of new ships. I mean, nothing is on the schedule for sure, but this coming December with the release of the next Star Wars.
What's Star Wars? I've never heard of Star Wars before.
Yeah. So, just having those characters available is something that I'm working on.
Okay.
So, for whatever happens.
Okay, so guys, hold on. This is a moment of a big deal in this team. Sorry, so I want to point it out. Okay, so both of the tanks are dead right now, but I have Jin up, I have Luke, and I have R2. Okay, so this happens semi-often in this team. You have to then take R2 and ghost both the other two people so that or stealth them, and put the dot on Luke so that you can res a tank, and put 100% turn meter on Luke, always, because you need the instant turn meter reduction on the boss, because now you're behind, and then you basically the next step is to get your the other character up. So you want to focus on Luke and let them use Luke as a tank here. Basically Luke spots in as the third tank. Now that doesn't work every time, but it is going to help. Like right now they're all attacking Jin, and that's bad. Okay, because Luke can heal himself, which is something the other two tanks can't do.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, like right now I'm in a bad spot because my old Ben, Jin's dead. So we're going to finish this run off. I feel like it's a healthy time to finish this, and this isn't the most straightforward team in the world to run, especially the way I have it set up. I've had it do almost 1 million damage, like 936k. I think we did that in a stream too.
Yep, couples.
So, yeah, I haven't been able to get that number again, which sucks, but at the same time means that this team has a little bit of variance, which I don't feel like is the end of the world.
It's still extremely effective.
Yeah.
And this is also phase 3, and phase 3 is kind of like
the king of variance.
Well, it's king of variance, but it's like phase 1 and phase 3. If you do 500,000, you've done more than enough damage.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a phase that you need to...
So I did almost 600. I think this is the lowest number I've gotten so far, of 587k.
You don't need to pump a whole lot of damage out on this phase, especially if you have an active guild and you've got plenty of members. I average 400,000 with my subpar, below par geared Turpentine, and I was really trying to fight for a higher damage number there for a while, and I've just kind of been like, I conceded the phase. I'm like, it's just too much work for me to get.
You're still getting General Kenobi shards, even if you're number 50.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
So,
best change they ever made, or one of the best changes they ever made on the game, is the the 6 for everybody, no matter where you finish. Wales can get there faster, but everybody else is on the same course.
Yeah, I would love a. I would. Sorry, I'm going back. I just got a chance to look at the chat. I would love for her to have steel. Yes, that sounds fantastic. If she doesn't, somebody needs to make that happen. Who's gonna complain to the devs for us?
She does have steel.
She does.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You just have to get to gear level 10. Not a big deal at all. Not a big deal.
I don't have any gear level 10, so. Okay, there we go. Luke.
Yeah, one of the more interesting things that so when I was designing this Tebow team that I was a while ago,
yeah,
I started working on this yesterday while I was at work, and
because that's a right place to be working on stuff.
Well, I could explain more, and it would be okay. Whatever, not a. But
man, my Vader has literally had ability block on every turn.
The whole reason that I have 5s and Ahsoka Tano in this Tebow team because 5 gives me speed down on his basic, and Ahsoka is like a truck.
True.
So with the release of veteran Chewbacca, veteran Solo, I think they would fit in very well in place of 5s and Ahsoka. Protag and I talking about this.
Okay.
Because veteran Chewbacca also gives speed down, and both of those characters deal massive amounts of damage. And
Makes
there's
sense.
no other place that they really fit. They don't have any synergy with anyone else. They own Scoundrel.
Okay.
And you don't want to split them up because of their codependent kits. So I feel that Tebow, Rex, Jin, old Chewie, and old Han would actually be a super potent Rancor team.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that at all.
Now, the problem there is those characters.
Yeah, and when will they become free to play, and how will they become free to play? But
and that's where the question.
I'm definitely those once they, however it shakes out, once they become available, I'm definitely gonna.
Once they're free to play.
Yeah, once they're free to play. Oh, yeah.
I really hope that they go. That both of them go into the freaking Cantina Energy store.
You just need something to spend your.
I need something to spend my money on.
It would be nice. Yeah.
You could always farm shards. So you have more shard shots.
No. Okay, so let me give you some.
I know that's not particularly productive, but
no, it's completely unproductive. It is literally the opposite of productive. But as of right now, I can. These are the worst geared Phoenix squad ever, but we're gonna try it. I do have Sabine, but I think she's only like gear level. I mean, like her abilities aren't even leveled up yet. Right now, we're just running random teams.
But yeah, no, I mean they look great. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see them in arena eventually, and they're gonna get hidden behind 2 tanks with someone else as a lead. Keep a Rex lead, throw 2 tanks, and then Han and Chewie are just gonna wreck face after that.
So what do you guys? I just wanna reiterate this. I wanna just while I'm like auto running teams through tank right now. Like literally not trying to even do anything but just stay ahead of Protag.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I had a horrible clone run.
I know. I'm literally just giving you crap.
So Omegaing. Leia's my next Omega. I'm finally there for Luke's bind all things, and Princess Leia's getting her Zeta next.
I have one more Omega to do on Gar Saxon, and then he gets Zeta'd.
Tired of her dying on me.
And then and then my next one is
You should run your thermal detonators.
Oh, yeah, thermal detonators do not do well in this phase. And I ran the Zeritul team from phase 2 just a second ago, so I lost FET.
Ah.
Oh.
So let's talk about mods again really fast.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about my math for mods? That the goal is to find the number that is your average damage per attack and work on that number.
Right. So basically what you're going for with this particular way of setting up mods map is not to go for the extreme sharp point of the spear in terms of damage.
No, I mean speed is speed, right? The reason that you give a character speed is what?
So that they can get more turns and do more damage.
Okay, not usually. In fact, if you look at yes, the answer is yes, but the answer is also no. So why would you give Leia speed and when do you stop? That's the first question. So if you understand
and that's my point, is you're looking for the sweet spot instead of trying to push her to the bleeding edge, because you get so much in terms of diminishing return when you push for that bleeding edge.
Correct. So if you wanted to add speed into this, right? If a standard character has a speed of 100, okay, then Leia would go at 220 speed would go 2.2 times between every time. So she would go for every 5 of the normal person's runs, she would go 11 times. I believe that math is right.
12, but yeah.
12th.
Yes. But
No,
it's worth
11.
It on Leia because she has a high possibility of attacking 3 times on each of those. So
correct. So on Leia, what do you want to stack? But then again, we found out that if you stack offense, she does better because her second and third attack do full damage when she's going off of Cody.
Unlike most of the other characters who
only have one attack,
like Ezra or Bean.
Right.
Correct. So that's why Leia does really well with offense. Okay? So when you look at mods, it's more than just about I've been thinking about this video for a while and I am gonna
if you don't have access, like offensive mods.
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about hey, I have offense mods, hey, I have speed mods. We're talking about the stat that you're trying to gather.
Yeah, this is a theory crafting.
This is theory crafting, not hey, how do I get this? No, I don't. If you can't get it, I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying I'm sorry. Keep playing the game, and you'll get there. So because of that, we have to take a step back and go, okay, well, why? What do we need to focus on, especially when you're theory crafting teams that nobody's played before? I have to go through soon and go re-theory craft the entire team that I just showed you guys. But I have to do that because nobody has ever done it before. If you have all the cheat mods, all of the videos out by the people who've already done the work, that's awesome. Go use them. They are worth it, and they are going to make your life 1,000 times easier.
Yep, and those guys make it incredible.
And look at McMole. Look at Warrior. Look at Ashkak.
Arnold 101,
Mobile Gamer. Yeah, all those guys. You're never going to hear me being butthurt about you guys watching other people, because I watch all of those people. Those people are where I learned how to play this game. So, what I want to see is, I want to talk, when I make my video, my mod video, I want to talk about how do we talk about the real math behind mods. And honestly, it's all theory at this point. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so far leaned back in my chair you can't see my face in the video. But, I'm down the corner.
The biggest thing about the mods, and they have set this up, that you get the biggest You get the biggest single stat boost by having a set, whatever that set may be, and maxing out the mod. So if you're trying to get one particular stat, the easiest way to get that stat in the largest number quantity is going to be to have the mods for that particular stat.
I actually disagree with you. I 100% disagree with you. And I'm not saying that just to be obstinate. I'm just saying I disagree with you. That
it depends on the secondary.
It depends on the primary stats and secondary stats. So if you look at offense mods, for example, right? It requires 4 of them to get 10%. Well, depending on what your offense is, your core offense, it doesn't matter that much.
10% of 100 is only 10.
It's
whereas
only 10.
If you have an offense mod that gives you plus 30,
that's better.
So the sets are nice, but not necessarily
correct.
The most efficient.
So I am all for it being, for the mod, for having the mod. I mean, I have all of them unlocked. So in some ways, I'm not the person to talk to because I have them all unlocked. I've spent the time. And where I do spend money, I don't spend that much money. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Protag? Even though I just told you you're completely wrong.
I think that the mods that players have access to, besides health mods, that are the most helpful is going to be critical damage and speed. Critical damage is actually really easy to get because it's Jawas. They're free to play. You just have to put the time into them, and you really don't have to put that much. I think I 5-starred most of my Jawas and put some gear into them, and it wasn't that bad to get that star. And then getting the speed mods from resistance. Those health, speed, critical damage will help most people achieve whatever they're trying to achieve in this game. Now, I agree with you about stacking secondary stats properly. And if anyone's seen a huge stat number, like sometimes you see those really huge speed stats, that's because they've got secondary speeds.
Okay, so let me talk on that. Let me talk on that for a second. But you need to speak about okay. So hold on. You're correct. 10% of 3,000 offense, 100% correct. 300 offense off of 3,000. That's a very valid. But let's talk about speed. If you only have 120 speed, 10% of that is 12. It isn't a huge number. We're talking about a pretty abysmally low number. In fact, I have mods on characters that I don't even use with bigger numbers than that. I have secondary mods on characters that are stats that are higher than that. But yes, you're correct. 10%. Maybe offense is the one that you want to go for. Maybe offense is the secret here. If you have 3,000 plus offense, but I honestly think if you took that number and you divided it by 10, that's probably more likely the number that they're working off of. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So I came back to the game in April.
Yeah.
Having taken a very long break and mods didn't exist when I left. So I'm still very new to mods relatively.
Okay.
And I don't have everything, but so I'm still learning. Me talking here in this discussion, going through the process, learning about mods in general and what I should be looking for, both in terms of larger scale.
Oh, okay. Well, it depends on. Could be less. Because speed only counts on completed gear level. Speed doesn't count for the gear level you're on. Oh. So, Chrome Cobra, do you think that, I apologize about the delay, we try and work on it, but until we get super chat at 1,000 subscribers. We're just not there yet.
So like and subscribe everyone who's watching already.
So do you think that offense is the best set of gear mods then? If you're working off a 3,000 number instead of off of like a 120 number, 130 number? I'm just very interested. I mean, if that's true, speed doesn't count for the gear level you're on. Chrome, I have to tell you, I don't know where you're getting that information, but I would absolutely love to read it. Absolutely, positively, 100% love to read it. Because, I mean, I am very interested in this mod topic. We are literally going to sit down and draw this out. Make a video that everybody can understand and cover all of these topics.
Because it's extremely difficult, daunting. Look at it from the side, not on.
Yeah. I feel like there's an amount of like you almost need a spreadsheet. You type in your numbers and it tells you where you could get the most damage from after that. I don't know. It says you have 125 speed, but say the gear 8 piece gives you 6 speed. It really counts as 19 because it would be reading it as 119 and not 125.
Shoot.
I'm still a little bit confused on that, Cobra.
All right, so I'm gonna do a practical thing right here. My Cody's at 180 speed right now. That's with speed mods. I'm gonna take all his speed mods off, and I'm gonna pull over all my other highest second. And I'm not even gonna worry about making a set. I'm just gonna find my secondary speed mods that have the most secondary speed and see what number I come up with.
I think he's talking about the speed mods themselves, not the speed.
Right, but you're talking about the relevancy of how important is that bonus. Well, I'm gonna do a practical application.
Okay, hold on, really quick. Yeah, no, I'm down for that. But Cobra. Okay, so offense versus crit chance, crit damage. I agree with you on all of this so far. Why would you pick one over the other? That is my question. Then I'm going to let Protag go, and I'll chat with you in the live chat. Go ahead, Protag.
Oh, you're going to have to give me a minute. But basically what I'm doing is I have Commander Cody at 180 speed with speed mods.
Okay.
And I've been having difficulty breaking that 180.
Okay.
So the two other gear pieces I have on him are critical chance mods. I got a plus 30 speed arrow with nothing important added to it, and I've got a critical damage triangle that is a plus 14 speed mod. It's one of my best mods that I have. And you have to give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna have to go to GG and do my mod filter here. But
okay, Cobra, I'm gonna put this in the chat. I'm copying it now. This is our channel's Discord. By the way, everybody's welcome to join it. Jump in there. I would absolutely love to have either one-on-one conversation with you or have it in whatever channel you want. I'll move you there. I'll give you permission. I would love to have this mod conversation with you with pictures and all sorts of stuff. I'm very interested in this topic, and I've had a lot of requests for more information on mods, so I'm trying to gather it, and it is pretty sparse. Would you guys agree that it's sparse? I mean,
yeah,
that's the way
it's very sparse, and part of it's so subjective.
Yeah. So I feel like it isn't actually a subjective thing. I feel like there is actual real math behind it. I just don't feel like we know what the hell it is. Does that make sense?
This is the character page for the Cody question.
Yes, so that's but that's as of the reset, not as of right this second.
As of last reset. That's all the mods on it, and then we'll compare it to the number that Protect.
We love having all the people in Discord. By the way, everybody is welcome in Discord. Please, please, please feel free to jump on. We do have some stuff that is Patreon only, but that's just because we have Patreon and Veteran. If you hang out and you chat a lot, we're down to hook you up that way too.
Okay, so yes, I can confirm that with secondary speed as a secondary stat, and these are all my top speed mods. My overall speed on Cody is higher than having the speed mod set, and it's a huge difference. It's 207 to 180 with secondaries.
Okay, so Chrome Cobra is making an argument against what you're doing right now.
So, and I mean, I can tell you, I've got a plus 30 arrow, 13 on square, 10 on diamond, 14 on triangle, 15 on circle, and 10 on cross.
You have 14 on triangle, 14 speed?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those yet.
Yeah, it's a 30. Yeah, it's a beautiful mod. It's a 5-star critical damage triangle with 14 speed.
I'm really interested. I mean, I realize Cobra. Like, I am just super excited to actually have this conversation with you because I really am fascinated. Like, I keep watching you talk about it. Hey, Blackbeard, I know you've been in our YouTube chat a couple times. Welcome back. I just saw you joined the Discord.
Now, it would only really matter when we have HAAT again. I can, throw these on Cody and see if my damage number is higher.
It probably will be. I'll tell you something. The critical damage on, I mean, the speed in the rest of the world, it isn't the best upgrade, but auto fight. You want me to auto fight this one? Okay.
Okay. Now I have to undo all this.
Okay, so I found the chart with the time to farm on average secondary speed mods, and if you devoted all 165 per day with just that, it would take you 3.2 weeks of farming only speed mods to get that.
The what? The 14?
The 14 that he's...
Oh,
and
damn.
just under 2 weeks if you do one energy refresh.
Hey, if you guys, by the way, if people want to, we haven't quite set it up yet, but, oh, here, let me edit the channel. Permissions at everyone. You guys can connect, but you can't speak. Oh, no, I can't do that. Right now I can. That's fine. Nerd Council. And you have global admin, right? Nappa?
Nappa.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so if you guys want to get, by the way, the live audio, you guys can just jump in the stream. You guys can't talk, but you can be part of the live audio. It helps with the lag a lot.
Even if you don't have anything plugged in, just jump into the...
Yeah. Sweet. Welcome, Chrome. Dude, that's super awesome. I'll give you this for now. I don't know. I'll probably pull it tomorrow or whatever, but there's Veteran. That gives you access to everything. Feel free to jump into our mods channel. It's pretty empty right now, but we would love to have that discussion with you. Hold on. Let me even see if that needed permissions. Read messages. Yeah, I made him a Veteran. That's fine. Yeah, jump in our mods channel. Like, all of us will go to town with you. We're super interested in this topic. All of us. Ruby, who isn't on with us tonight, is
yeah.
we'll sit here for like 3.5 hours and talk with you about mods. She literally bugs me every day to make a mod video, and I'm like, oh, I just need more information. I can't do it if I'm like going in blind. I mean, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, but I'm not perfect by any means.
So I guess the theory then is depending on the set bonus and what you're trying to achieve. If you have good secondaries, having a good secondary can be better than having a primary set.
Can you hop in voice chat Chrome?
No, I'm talking. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Is that basically going to be a working theory?
Wait, say that again.
That having high secondaries is better than, in some cases, than having the full.
In most cases, it really depends on the character. It depends on the mod. So, I mean, if you're having to put, health mods on somebody who's totally set up on health, and there's no such thing as the perfect mod setup, I guess is the first thing to say. I mean, there is, but what I mean by there isn't such a thing is good luck finding it.
Antag, hold on 1 second. Chrome, you should be okay to talk in the live stream.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Hey,
All
Chrome,
right,
what's up, bro?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Good. Nobody's in the eye of this hurricane or nothing, right?
No. Well, we just got out of a hurricane, so we're happy to not be in one now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I live where the wind hurts my face instead, and I don't have to deal with hurricanes.
What, Canada?
Just about.
Oh, so this is Chrome?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, explain everything you just said. Totally stoked. Go ahead.
Okay, so say that the gear, if you have a gear piece that gives you plus 6 speed or whatever that gear piece actually gives you on that level, it does not count towards your 10% that the speed mod set will give you. So say you have 108 speed and you have a gear piece that, say you're on gear 8 and one of those pieces gives you 9 speed. Well, the game's only going to calculate as having 99 speed towards the 10% bonus. So instead of getting plus 10 extra speed, you're only getting plus 9.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So until you complete that gear level to the next level, that is the only time it'll add that speed bonus to the speed mod set.
Oh my God,
that makes sense.
It does. Hold on 1 second. Captain Blackbeard, holy crud, man. Be safe. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. I wasn't understanding that from your text talk.
Right.
But go ahead. Protect.
Simpleton here. So just let me make sure that I'm understanding. So the speed mods modify whatever your base stat is at the gear level you're at.
At the gear level you've already completed. If you're at gear 8, it will calculate gear 7, the speed from gear 7, and not what you've actually added while sitting on gear 8.
It makes perfect sense. No, that's a huge thing. Do you understand that, Protag? Because I'll explain it a different way if you want.
Please explain it in a different way.
Okay, so when they're calculating the plus 10% or any of those numbers, okay, they have they calculate not on your current speed. They calculate on the speed of an empty character at the gear level you're at, so with no gear on it.
Oh.
So, like, if you have 4 pieces in your gear slots in gear level 8, and you're almost gear level 9, it's still calculating you as a max gear level 7.
Yes.
That's messed up.
Honestly, it takes some of the mystery out of it, because that's one of those things that, why is this not calculating correctly?
And with some of the mods you guys were speaking on, the offense or crit chance for crit damage, like Jen, she doesn't have high crit chance, high crit damage anyway. So it's best to stick her with, say, offense mods, or the
Correct,
same with
yeah.
R2. You know, you're not expecting him to get a lot of crit chance, so you don't really need crit damage on him. So it's best to run offense arrows or offense cross or something with him. Not arrow. You want speed arrow. But the same thing with the clones in your HAAT team, HAAT team, whatever. Fives, Echo, and Clone Sergeant, you want them with a offense arrow, offense cross. You know, you don't want them with you know, the crit damage mod set. You'd rather have them offense.
Clone Sergeant even?
Clone Sergeant, yeah, you want him with the offense.
Why? Because he crits every time.
He crits every time. You want a crit damage triangle,
okay,
but his base damage will be higher with a full offense set. It adds more to the because you know, like I think mine's around 3,700 offense, right? And mine's not real, real big either. But
Chrome, let me ask for a clarification real quick when you're talking about the Clone Sergeant, because
yes,
I'm a Princess Zodi guy. When you say a full offense set, are you talking about having an offensive mod set, or you're talking about having as many mods have offense as a primary stat?
Ideally, you'd want an offense mod set and probably a crit chance mod set for him. You can put in the crit damage triangle, but you'd want an offense arrow and offense cross.
Okay, so you're talking about having offense on as many as primary as many offense primaries as you can get, which I think you're right. Those are the only two.
Yeah, and the same for Princess now. You know, you used to be able to, you want like a health cross on her before she had her Zeta, where she recovers her 5% every single time. Now, you know, before, what was it, 55%, I believe.
Yeah.
So you'd want to stack up a health circle and a health cross, but now since she has a Zeta, you can stick a protection circle and an offense cross, and she's still going to recover that much more protection. It gives her the ability to give her a little bit more firepower than she was able to before.
No, that makes perfect sense. What kind of damage are you doing on your Princess Zodi team?
Now, mine's only gear 10. I've got mine gear 10, but we have our guild leader. He's the clone master, whatever. He's soloing phase 4 with his clones now. Ever since Leia came out with her Zeta, he's able to do, 12.7 or whatever it is.
Ooh.
And before her Zeta, he was doing like 8.7, 8.9 before the Leia rework.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's doing, and there's 2 or 3 other guys in our guild that run, the Princess Zodi now, and, they all do, 10, 11 million plus.
Well, we both do it in phase 2. So in the Sith, our guild, they hold off our phase 4 until later, and for 2 different reasons. One, because we live stream a lot, and the other because we're not up or we're working at the time when it comes out. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna be so focused on territory battles. Our entire phase 4 lasts less than 2 minutes.
Yes.
See, that's what. Well, we have a window with ours. We have 3 guys that'll preload their phase 4 runs, and once it's down to 30%, which it takes 20 or 30 minutes, but once it gets down to 30%, then they turn theirs off airplane and finish it off. But we kind of run ours like phase 1 through 3. It runs for 26, 27 hours or something. Then there's always the phase 4 always starts at the same time. We start we started at different times to get the Euro guys in, but it always finishes up just in time that we get our rewards right at reset time usually.
Sweet. No, I think that's awesome. I mean, every guild does it different, right? I mean, that's kind of the glory of what we are doing, right? Of this game, is that we can pick a guild that works with us. I mean, we're a part of a coalition of guilds, so our coalition of guilds, if we don't like what our guild's doing, we can say, hey, can we get one that does this? And there's usually one that does it.
That's the way we have 6 different ones, and we're kind of the same way. We try to mix match people to raid times. Once we get them in, and like, hey, this guy's in Euro time. Can he go to this guild? Do you have anybody that can come over that wants to switch times with us, and we kind of shuffled around for the territory battles and took the 5 heroics and made 2 territory battles and kept the other 3 heroic.
Yeah.
But they focused a lot on one main team to.
Did you get to do territory battles?
Oh yeah. We did all of ours. I'm in the 4th guild, and we did 27 or 28 stars, but we only had 54 million GP.
Do you mind if I ask what your what coalition it is?
Yeah, we're Death Star.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, so yeah, I've hopped in between 4, 6, and back and 4 now. And
what did we do? 30, 31, somewhere
30.
around there.
30.
Yeah, I'm running that. We're gonna be live streaming again tomorrow night for the wrap up of day 1. Are you going to bed, Protag? I guess Protag's going to bed. I bet his wife grabbed him.
Protag down.
He's gonna go walk the dog. Oh, that's only.
Now. Keep the stream clean.
That's only dirty if you watch our other streams.
Oh, it's after tea, and all the kids are going to bed now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be heading to bed here shortly. You came on, and so that's why the stream's been going on for so long. We get good topics going. My wife is really awesome. She's like, hey, yeah, no, just stream as long as you want. I'm going to bed anyway. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like you guys. I watch all Arnold and Reality Skewed Gamers and Warrior and like all those guys. It's just stuff watching them and between and
we have to. They're the guys who get the early access and bring all the new content to us.
Yeah, and
they're all amazing.
Yeah,
Loki, Mike, and all of them.
And I actually on top of that, other than not Reality Skewed, but with a bunch of the game changers. So Reality Skewed actually is not a game changer.
No, Warrior is part of Reality Skewed Gamers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And him and Ranger are both in Team Instinct. So,
man, that Team Instinct got second place in guilds with 41 stars this last territory battles. It was one of the first times that the Whales didn't win.
No, they had 42.
The number 1, they got 44.
No, I thought number 1 was CG.
Team Instinct came out with number 1 with 44 stars. But they've since broke back up, and their the Galactic Power has them at 2nd place. But by the end of the tournament, they had completed 44 stars of it.
Oh, wow.
But they said it was mathematically impossible. I think they said Warrior said you needed 171 to 180 million galactic power to be able to do all 45 stars. And he said that even them, with everybody together, just don't have the rosters for it. They were 17 million short.
They were sitting at 145 or something like that. They were the top guild. They make up
they're
3,
the
4,
Whales.
and 5 right now.
Oh, dude, there's no question in the world that they're the Whales. You're not.
Oh, they completed every platoon through every single phase. I mean, like we can't even do one platoon in our guild in the last phase in Death Star 4.
We got 2 in each.
One had no problems.
So we got 2 in each. That's what we got. But I mean, even 2 in each was man. It took planning, because we had to separate people out and say, okay, we need this character. And now that we have the SWGOH.GG just released a new tool for that, which is huge.
Those guys are the saints.
Yeah.
Of this whole game.
Yeah, no, they're pretty amazing. I don't remember. R2.
Yeah, your guys' top guild is sitting at 41 right.
Have you guys seen the data thing from, I think it's Roughnecks, the spreadsheet that supposedly it'll give you the list of all the characters that you have for the territory battles, and who you should be farming based on the roster you have. And
I hadn't seen that one.
I'll send you the link. I've got it in my messages right here from Finity. I'll take and send that over to you.
Oh, please. But yeah, we're really like this whole channel has been built on the community, so yes, the more that everybody helps out, and we take videos and stuff from our viewers too. We like literally there's no way on this planet that I could put out the amount of content that people want to see by myself. So
here I got the link. I'm going to stick it in the mod channel right here.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, I guess the mod channel will be the place to do it.
Yeah, because that was the guy that built the HAAT team builder.
Yes, from Roughnecks. Yeah, they got two guys that are, from what I hear, like I don't know them, but from what I hear, are brilliant at this stuff. So, but yeah, that's the link right there. It's the roughnecks.me.
I'm looking at it.
You put your roster into that, and it tells you, who you need to farm, who you're closest to farming, who's closest to 7 stars to be able to increase your GP and all that stuff.
.gg/u/ It's not going to say who I want it to say, but I'm down. Oh man, it says, do you have? No. Wow,
yeah,
the day that I think I'm good.
Like that.
Okay, and I have no. Wow. This is a nice little kick in the pants.
Motivation. That's what it is. Motivation.
Anyone below level 50 or below gear 6 is listed below. These will improve your scores drastically. There's literally nobody scored in that. All it says is hurry up and finish these characters. But this isn't accurate. Maybe I didn't put the
Yeah, I know for me, his HAAT tool doesn't work. My GOA file, so yeah, I didn't.
Because I think that's basically. I think they said you want everybody level 53, gear level 7 as a minimum, and
gear level 6 is what it said.
And see, now I don't have enough credits for that myself, so.
Oh, slowly but surely.
One character at a time.
I keep getting 3 million off of credit heist. It doesn't go very far.
You haven't hit 5 million yet?
Oh yeah, I have, but it's been a while. I know the past 3.
No, I know, but the top tier is 2.5 million per.
Well, I've hit 10 once, and I've hit 5 probably 10 times. Most of mine are I get 2.5, 1.5.
Oh, okay.
You can about bank that every single time.
Although it was nice when the old Han and old Chewie came out this past week.
Yeah.
They had credit heist plus those guys. I ended up making over 10 million credits that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Amazing. Which is why old Han and old Chewie are both level 53 gear 6.
Yeah, I have to tell you that those characters, like when I get new characters now, I wait for them to become free to play for the most part, because I'm at a point now where if I go, like, I believe in Chromium packs. I believe that's the best way to do it. If you've got a couple $100 to drop on the game, Chromium packs are the way to go. I love Chromium packs.
It is the most cost-effective way
to
get characters.
If you don't have 93 7 stars, it's awesome. But I'm really sad because it's just totally non-cost-effective for me right now.
Well, yeah.
I mean, just where I'm at in the game. I have too many 7 stars. So now I have to pay $220 a character, I think is what it costs to get a 7 star.
Where first world problem.
You know what?
No, I feel you.
You go spend the $10,000 on Chromium packs that I've spent. I mean, probably not that much, but it's a lot.
I have purposefully not seen it. I've spent.
Chromium packs are awesome. No, my wife just reminds me every week. I spent $65 last week, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm taking my daughter, or not our daughter, to get her nails done." I'm like, "Oh, babe, that's pretty expensive." And she goes, "You spent $65 this week on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You can't bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm making money at it. I'm building a YouTube channel." That works, right? That's good logic.
Well, what you need to do is get her involved in playing more.
Oh no, she's not a no.
David Bateman has a good question.
Go ahead. What did David say?
Yeah. He wants to know what the purpose of airplane mode is while you're.
So I'm not allowed to post damage during this raid. It's actually against the rules for me to post damage right now for 24 hours. But instead of sitting there and letting you have a blank screen, I'm actually playing something. Which I just realized that I lost Jin in phase 2. So we're going to exit this. But so basically I can then run and not post the damage.
It's a good way for you to try out different team combinations. Yeah. Make sure that you don't get screwed by random RNG, Rancor.
Yeah.
Your Kylo isn't escaping in phase 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That 40% escape chance, which is really like 5%. Or it was
more about 8%.
Yeah. No, it is not good. It is not a good percent chance for Xylo. Ever since they went,
a lot of people.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we just have a lot of people who've started using Savage here more lately.
I have him, and I am at a point in the game where I could run him, but I don't find any enjoyment in him in that run. Maybe his speed isn't high enough, or maybe something else is wrong. But I just
specifically in phase 3 HAAT.
No, phase 1. Phase 3, I have to tell you, there's been this huge push for people to run him. I don't think he's that viable.
Definitely depends on the mods that you have.
I mean, definitely, but I mean, mine. I'm not gonna say mine's like gear level 12 or anything like that, but I mean, I had tried, and I'm unimpressed with him in phase 3. I think there's another answer. I don't know what it is yet, and I don't think it's a solo. I think it's a full team that doesn't include Thrawn. I'm still working on it though. I really think it's a team I ran today, but I actually had an idea today, and if I had a higher wedge in Biggs, I would run it. Which is take out R2 and Commander Luke, and run that
and put Wiggs
and run that team with Wiggs. I'm wondering if it would do the kind of damage I think it would, but they would have to be gear level 11 to even make it viable.
Jumping Joey wants to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how badass is Commander Luke Skywalker?
14.
57.
Yeah, he's
somewhere around there. Yeah.
I mean, mine's only like gear level 9, and I don't know what I would do without him. He's so versatile. It's crazy. I mean, if you haven't farmed up the stuff to get him, I mean, it's going to be a while until he's back up again, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I would farm and get him ready in a heartbeat.
Definitely. If anyone else has any questions, go ahead, throw them up in the chat.
Otherwise, we're going to be out of here in the next couple minutes because I'm getting tired and I got work in the morning. And I have a territory battle to run.
Yep.
Yep, we got 12 hours.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
East Coast reset?
No, it doesn't matter.
About 14 hours, yeah. It's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, I believe, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so yeah, about 14, so.
Well, our guild is going to be doing some interesting stuff. We're going to be focusing on, well, not interesting. Really, it's going to be really boring day 1. because we can fill out all the platoons. But I just find platoon missions to be the hardest part. What'd you say? I think we lost him.
Well, you're cutting in and out, Chrome.
Yep.
Yeah, that happened.
Hey, IG, is that better with the voice directly from the live stream as opposed to from YouTube? I'm asking because you're the first person who's taken me up on that.
Yeah.
Joey.
Oh, there we go.
Joey, you are more than welcome all the time to who the MVP? Oh, Chrome is the MVP today? I agree with that.
Joey, you can also throw your questions in the Resistance war room. We're in the same guild, so I can probably answer.
You can also throw it up in Nerd Tactics Discord.
Also true.
Which you are an admin of, which I doubt is true in the other guild.
That is true, but I didn't know if he was aware that we were in the same guild or not.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I just figured it out yesterday.
That's awesome. It's cool that the communities are coming together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning a lot about everybody, like all the guilds and all the different communities. So, Protag and I, before, I don't know, a couple months ago, when we joined the Sith, were in a guild called Mercs for Hire, and like we did a little bit of YouTube stuff and whatever, but nothing major. And then we joined the Sith, and I was like, hey, I think I'm gonna start live streaming. And we did one live stream, and the leader of the Sith watched it and was like, hey, you guys want to be the official live stream of the Sith? And we're like, sure. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Don't just dip your toe in the water, dive head in
well,
the shallow end.
and then we went, I mean, I had something like 75 subscribers or something like that when I started, just because I was doing Pokemon Go videos or whatever. And like I literally just used this channel for whatever before that. And then now it's become a thing, and it's really exciting, it's really fun, and you know, there's days that I get myself in trouble, as you very well know, Nappa, where I'm like, hey Nappa, you're in charge for the next 6 hours because my boss just chewed my ass out because I've been on Discord all day chatting with
That was
people.
My fault. I kept talking.
He goes, you should never be doing that at work. And I went, I don't even know what you caught me doing. Did I have Nox up on my computer? Did I have... Well, because a lot of times I like log in and do stuff really fast and then, you know, get off. Like checking territory battles. Like I'll log in, check territory battles, log off. Nothing major.
Joey, what exactly do you mean? His question is, why does some of the same mods not sync up for the bonuses, even if they are the same?
Yeah, I think I saw that message. I don't know what you mean, Joey. Meaning they don't.
Are you talking about the set bonuses?
Yeah, so I'm I'm very interested to see what you mean, Joey. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to turn on airplane mode for the next person who asked why I turned on airplane mode. So what do you think about this? Is this your first live stream you've ever been on, Cobra?
He muted.
I'm here. I've got it muted. I'm watching the Cowboys Giants game as we speak.
Oh.
And trying to check all my nightly stuff before bed on the game, and So I got my dog barking back here, my cat's meowing. No, like I've been on with a few of them, off and on and stuff. Mostly just being in the actual chats or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been in and out with a lot of the watching the YouTubes and chatting with a lot of them since I don't know, November, December of this past year. So
okay.
Yeah, they've seen enough of me, so.
Well, we love having new voices on and love having new people in chat, and our goal really right now is, or really in general, is to build the community and focus on how can we help people better. And so feel free, like, stay in Discord, man. Help us out with the mod stuff, but also if you have questions, I mean, we've got a lot of really good resources. It's one of the things that's been really awesome about this whole experience, is that everybody is kind of banding together to bring the information, and then all I do is make videos on it. I'm the stupid guy. I got a bit of an attitude and a webcam. A bit of technical knowledge. That's about what this guy's got. So the more people we have on the team and bringing information, the happier I am. In fact, Nappa, I had never even talked to him in voice when I decided to make him admin.
No, we had talked once.
Maybe once, but you know what I mean. Like I was like, dude, this guy, he's on point.
Yeah.
And so
that's one thing I like about it. It doesn't seem to matter what guild anybody's in. It seems to be, there's more controversy inside certain guilds than there is with the community as a whole.
That's right.
It seems like. And so, you see some of the ones, the territory battles have broken down, but you see a lot of other guilds coming to pick up the players who are looking for
that's
a
right
home, or so.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't see any hassling back and forth or bickering between guild. So I do like that a whole lot. And then there's no running down of this guild because they did this. It's it's all friendly. Everybody's here to have fun, have a good time, share information.
Yeah. And I really feel like a lot of the channels, I mean, this is part of the reason that I'm still making videos, is because I feel like a lot of the other channels aren't open. Like I can't go there, and like if I go to Reality Skewed Gamers, do you know what I get if I'm there? They say, "Hey, Nerd Tactics."
Mm-hmm.
That's the only acknowledgement of the chat.
You got to catch them on the Saturday night streams. That's when it's a little more open. It seems like the Wednesday evenings and Saturday morning streams, they're a little bit more on point. And
I'm not hating on them at all. Like I personally, we're going in a totally different direction. That's my opinion on it, and I think that there's space in this world for everybody, and most of us who watch this stuff, we spend hours doing it. So why have one?
That's what we need. We need a perspective on another part of the game someone hasn't hit on yet either. That's everybody's got their own little niche with everything, so it's nice to.
What do you think nobody has hit on yet? I know. Welcome to the big talk. The big. What do we do next?
You could get on, how to. The territory battles are here, right? So you can get on how best strategize with each particular phase of it. Like how does your guild do phase 3 as far as the Rolo shards, or how do you guys do with? Do you let the stronger players use their guys for the platoons, and so the smaller guy keeps theirs for points, or do you let the smaller guys donate so the bigger guys keep their badges and bases? Nobody's really got into that subject yet as far as how do you break up who uses what for here or whatnot.
Well, I have to be honest, until just recently when released that new tool, I don't know that I knew. I mean, we have Ruby, and in the Sith we have Ruby, and she works with the Sith, and she's in Nerd Tactics a lot as well, and she does and she's kind of I mean, she does everything. Like, she's amazing. But like she does her and Whiskey do a lot of the who has what. Does that make sense? So I say, who has this, and they tell me. It allows me to look at the numbers and do the math and say, hey, this doesn't make sense. We need to go here. Like Whiskey and I are technically the officers who handle territory battles. Hence the reason I'm sure you've watched that territory battles video I put out. The 30-minute one that was just. I mean, we're gonna do another one of those Monday night, tomorrow night. It'll probably be another 30-minute video. We're gonna be talking about the strategy going forward for our guild for this raid, and then we'll probably do another one Wednesday as we walk into day 4, which is the day that we expect to get our first 2-star.
See, that's really going to help. You know, a lot of other guilds moving forward is seeing the strategy behind what you guys are doing and how they can mesh together, what works best for them and what had worked best for you to help everybody else get through.
So we're planning on releasing 2 videos at the end of this raid. I think is what the plan is at the end of this raid, that we're gonna try and get the information together, and we're gonna release a set of videos, one for leaders, territory battle leaders, which is gonna talk about how you make the decisions, and then one for territory battle participants, which is when they say this is what they mean. And what we want to create is a language that is used between the leaders and the players so that everybody understands what the other one is saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be so helpful for everybody involved.
So if all I say is platoon 2 and 3, right? Where in combat missions, so let me give you this example first. In combat missions, if I say focus bottom, just as or focus forward trench, whatever the call out is, what I mean is focus there, put your good teams there. I want you to complete the entire thing. I want all 50 people to complete that, but I don't want you to not participate in the rest of them. It just means focus there. But if I call platoon 1 and 2, that literally means only play in platoon 1 and 2 until called otherwise.
See, that would help, you know, make things speedier, more efficient. Because when these get down to 12 hours, it's going to have to be done quick. You know, it's not going to be okay. Let's wait 2 hours and figure out who has this for platoon, and then we'll attack 5 hours later. You know, we're going to have to jump on the gun. You know, we're going to have 30 minutes maybe to kind of get our platoons, because everybody wants to get the platoons done before you battle, right? You know,
well, yeah, especially in phases 5 and 6, yeah.
And we've had problems with people wanting to jump the gun a little quick. You know, you go in and look, and you've got 2 million, GP donated to it, and you look, and people have been doing the battles. It's, you're trying to space out who can give you the most points where and stuff, but something like you're talking about would help. Get something quick and short to the point so everybody can hit it real quick and know where they need to go without a lot of details and how you need to do this phase. They just need to know you need to go to this phase to do this.
Yeah, exactly. And it's part of it, and I think part of the glory of this is that knowing that you can't hit 45 shards. We all know right now that that's not a plausible number. And that's awesome. Go ahead.
That's what one thing I like is everybody's not able to jump on this gear 12 immediately. Everybody's not able to jump on the final phase where you need a 7-star HAAT and 7-star Rolo. So it gives the smaller guilds a chance to kind of catch up with the bigger guilds who are obviously going to hit it first, but they're not going to be that far behind.
Well, don't get me wrong. It'll be like HAAT. Like, I mean, Nappa, you're still here, right? Well, Nappa's guild is just now getting to a point where they're even getting to HAAT. So, I mean, it's going to be like that. There's going to always be guilds that are behind. But I don't think that's a negative thing.
No, and especially as they add onto the dark side territory battles. I'm not sure how everybody here is, but I'm real dark side heavy. I haven't done that much farming on the light side. You know,
Yeah.
my rebels for Palpatine and the clones. You know, that's my really only two really good light side teams. And you know,
oh wait. Yes. Sorry, everybody who's watching this on YouTube is gonna see this in about the same time as my voice. 3%, 2%,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though.
1%.
I was in the same situation where when I started playing this game, I was super dark side heavy, and now for the past 6 months, been, oh, you don't have a Rebels team? Well, don't get.
Dude, I just, for the first time ever, from start to finish, second time ever, because I did it the other day on the start of the live stream, but completely live, I just soloed Rancor on auto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's such a mark of, hey, this is who I am. I'm epic.
Now we
Got
can
it on
put
the
some
live stream.
crazy clickbait title on it.
Dude, it's an hour and like 40 minutes in.
I know.
Like, we're almost 2 hours in.
So we got some clarification on question that Jumping Joey was.
Okay.
So he's trying to figure out why 2 mods which have, so crit damage mods, different spots, which should have the same numbers, they aren't giving. One is giving a higher bonus.
Is it a secondary stat or a primary stat?
I guess that's the next evolution to that question. And then his second good question that he came up with is, do we have any theorizing for what the next character?
What the next character is going to be?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as I would never have guessed that a 4th Han was coming out, so I feel like I'm no longer.
Well, we need one more so we can have a Han. But.
Well, yeah, but they apparently somebody, I think I heard McMole or somebody say that they refused to make 5 of a character.
Well, yeah, but they shouldn't really have more.
Which is screwed up since there's a Han Solo movie coming out.
That's why I was thinking we were going to have a young Han.
That's kind of covered by Raid Han.
No, we need a young Han, like pre-original trilogy Han.
Yeah, pre-New Hope.
Yeah.
We'll see. They'll end up doing whatever Disney tells them.
Agree on that.
But next possible character. Let's see. Who do I want to see next? Who do you want to see next? Maybe not who do we think is going to be next. Who do we want to see next?
So,
Revan.
Well, yeah.
What did you say?
Revan.
Oh my god, I would love to see Revan. In fact,
I would love to see Revan too.
So I ran like this mini Portal stream earlier. Literally didn't expect to see anybody on it. I think we had like 17 views. It wasn't like a... It was not Robert being intelligent. It was just, hey, random stream. I feel like throwing up right now. So, but we, before that, I was actually talking about doing Knights of the Old Republic, the original one, and starting to stream that for fun. And literally do a full gameplay.
If we're going to get a Revan, I think it's going to not anytime soon. Because Revan won't be introduced to Disney canon until the next 2 animated shows. I'm getting.
What do you mean? Are they doing an Old Republic?
I don't. They haven't announced what they're doing yet, but Dave Filoni loves the extended universe, and in some of the previs and the scripting for Clone Wars season 7 and 8, Revan was going to be introduced.
Okay.
So this is something that is in his mind.
I can buy it on that.
And with Rebels ending after this next season.
Yeah, I'm really excited about whatever's next.
And we know we're getting 2 shows.
Yeah.
What they're going to be is anyone's. So,
Cobra, I know you're talking, but we can't hear you.
Oh, I think it just probably my dog.
Oh, okay.
Kicking in their sleep. But what about we have Dengar, so what about Bosk? Well, he's got to be coming up here soon, you would think.
I would love for a Scoundrels pass and to get
yeah.
Bosky Bosk.
Bosk would be great. Who else would be great on the Scoundrels?
Well, and all the Scoundrels have great ships, too.
I have to tell you, I'd love a Separatist pass.
Yes.
We're talking about Scoundrels. Cad Bane, he needs a rework bad.
Oh,
he's one
bad.
Of the baddest characters ever, and he's terrible.
He was really good in the beginning. Like, back in the day, he was good when he wasn't free to play.
Really good.
He was phenomenal back then.
If we're going to get a separate pass, which I think may be likely because the rumblings that I've been hearing on the internet is that the first dark side territory battle is going to be on Dathomir and probably related to Wars content, I would imagine. And if that happens, that means we're probably going to be doing the Separatist invasion of Dathomir. So we're either going to get Night Sisters or Separate both.
I hope that the next battle, that the next light side we get is Geonosis.
That would be wonderful.
And clones. And a whole clone pass. The clones have been awesome for too long, and they need more love.
But we've got to get a ship's rework in somewhere.
I don't have that love for ships that everybody else does. Let me show you how I do ships. This is me doing ships right here. Every morning I do this in my passes, right? So every morning I wake up and I go through and I do all my stuff, and this is what I do. I go in, and then
you have to think Throne's going to be getting his ship sometime, right? We have to have another dark side capital ship.
Yeah, but that's just another Imperial 2-star destroyer.
Why I lost.
I think we might be getting a Separatist work is A, Grievous badly needs, and B, we can give Dooku one of a couple characters. Either Dooku, give him a ship and make him a flagship, or
Grievous.
It could be Grievous.
Grievous would be awesome with the plasma one though, with the one that shoots out the first ion cannon.
Oh, the Malevolent? Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be such an awesome pass. Because it would just screw up everybody. Oh yeah, by the way, we stun all your ships.
The reason I think that's unlikely is because they would have to move Grievous from where he is.
I would love a Grievous pass in every way possible.
The character that I would really like to and would fit really well into all this would be character from Clone Wars, Admiral French. He was the best space strategist that the Separate had.
Okay, hold on really quick, guys. Everybody, and this is everybody in the internet verse. Thank you guys for watching. Nerd Tactics. This is another one of our live streams. We'll be live again tomorrow night when we do the breakdown of territory battles again, talking about the strategy going forward. I want to thank you, Chrome, very much for coming on with the mods tonight, and just chatting with us in general. We love having new people on. Nappa, it's good to have you as a co-host. Protag,
sir.
The Baylor of all Baylors tonight, bailing out halfway through. And thank you guys, everybody, for watching. Guys, you guys are the reason we keep making these videos and keep giving us ideas and keep pushing us, because we want to keep doing this. And what we need from you guys is the direction. So check out the Patreon page. Check out the new shirts that we got designed up. There's some funny ones, and there's more to come. I'm a graphic designer by trade, or used to be, so I am making shirts just for fun. And then join the Discord. If you don't have it, post, and we'll get it linked to you. So thank you guys for joining us. You guys have any final words?
We appreciate it. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hate saying that because now I sound like a regular YouTuber, but we need it to help the channel grow and get that super chat.
Yeah, super chat. One of these days. We got. My guess is in a month, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.